Hello and welcome to the second grand episode of Sonic 4 Episode 2. Host DaBlueShadow, and we've got two guests for you today, TK the Hedgehog and Death Tour 238. So what's up, guys?
Yo, what's up?
Hello. So we are kicking it back with Oil Ocean Act 2, or was it 1?
Oil Desert Act 2.
Yes.
Oh yeah, Desert, my bad. I'm still thinking of Sonic 2. Because I was playing Sonic 1 last Thursday. So I'm still in that classic-y mood.
Yeah, so am I. Sonic 3 stuck in my head. Can't get it right.
You know, one thing I would have definitely enjoyed if they actually put into this game? Some type of time attack, like how they did in Sonic CD.
Yeah.
You can switch it to time attack.
They do?
Yeah, you can switch it to time attack. The score
Was it like time attack isn't, it just gets recorded on the leaderboards?
A little bit of that, yeah.
Yeah,
all the number one Sonic fan back up there, of course.
Oh yeah. He's on all the leaderboards. Like, just glitches up everyone. Oh, it's horrible.
Yeah, that's very...
I was looking at his achievement, and see he's got the achievement for uploading a score on every single level in episode 1, but he hasn't even gotten the achievement for beating every single level.
Nice. Okay, from now on, let's pretend like he doesn't exist. We'll subtract the number from everyone's real spot.
But I didn't.
Yeah, and congrats to you, Jim, like, being part top 10 for the week. The leaderboards.
It was overall, I dropped like 8 or something.
Well, you're now 8th.
Last time I checked.
Well, for that score attack, I guess that someone's gonna actually just get a glitch that you can just get all 9999 score from this, like, bouncing on, I don't know, like a score bracelet or something, or ring.
I don't know. I wonder all the time how these people hack stuff, and I've never been that kind of gamer. Like, yeah, I cheat sometimes. Yes, I'll use the action replay, Game Shark, Game Genie, whatever it is. But other than that, I can't see myself just like, oh, I'm gonna screw with everybody else and cheat. Couldn't do that.
And also, I just want to know, did you guys record the special stages in the playthrough?
Some, not all, because I failed miserably at helping Jim get rings, because you know Jim's got it.
Yeah.
Death to all 238. I failed a lot, so it's all good.
Yeah, so, because ladies and gentlemen, we're not gonna show any special stages in this Let's Play, just to let you guys know.
We are not.
But you get to see a lot of supersonic action, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's kind of, when you think about it, we did that for episode 1 also.
Yeah. Well, at least they get double supersonic action.
Yeah, they do. They sure do. Now, when we get to Sonic Generations, good luck with that one. Or, no, I'm sorry, Sonic Colors, because not even, there's like 3 or 4 different stages that don't even have 50 rings, so...
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're just gonna do an entirely new save file, I guess, for that one. We're not gonna just replay the whole game again from a save file.
No, yeah, we're gonna get a new save file and take it one step at a time. I'll try to do the special stages as best as I can and get the red rings. But if that doesn't happen, hey, I'll switch it over to the save file and we'll just show off some supersonic, I guess. It's not like he does anything in that game anyway, Sega, hint, hint, hint.
I kind of enjoyed this boss as well. As I said, like, all these bosses are so unique, and I've missed these bosses coming back for Sonic games a lot. Because I always felt that the more recent Sonic games were kind of flashy in terms of bosses. They never had some emphasis of the movesets of trying to attack Sonic on the screen.
Exactly. That's why I love this game so much. I've said it in the last Let's Play. I said it during the playthroughs. This game is what Sonic is and what Sonic has stood for back 10 plus years ago. I'm going back to the classic days. This is it. Like, this is... I hope Sega's back on track now, because this is actually a decent game. Regardless of the glitches and its shortcomings, I can ignore that because I had fun playing it, which I haven't had fun on a Sonic game since, honestly, probably Sonic Heroes. And it's just... That's where Sega needs to go. Make the games fun, give them a point again. Make them canon. Make them take place after one another, and they remember what happened from the game before. You know?
I don't know why, but I don't understand why did they put arrows pointing downwards to know where the boxes are coming from.
Well, I'm just gonna say I'm glad they did.
Is this, like, why?
No,
they're just trying to make the difficulty much more easier.
Well, there's two things that I hate. I do hate things like those arrows. Like, I hate the signs that tell you, oh, there's a bottomless pit. That's so stupid. You just killed that bottomless pit. Why didn't you just put a ground there? You know? Like, really retarded. You took away the suspense, you took away the difficulty, you took away the surprise. The, oh my gosh, what happened? So yeah, I can see your point with the arrows, but when I was playing through the game with Tails and Jim kept telling me to do stuff, I needed the arrows and I didn't listen to them and I died. So yeah.
It took him like getting hit twice. Like, oh, the arrow means that's where they're gonna land.
Yeah, I was like, oh, the arrows are trying to protect me. No.
Yeah, would have been much better, because remember when we did the Sonic 3 Let's Play? And he was up against the first boss, and the snowball just kept him flying down randomly towards us, and there was just no indication where it was going to come.
Right.
Yeah, stuff like that would have made it much more interesting, because it would be down to luck of moving out of the way.
Yeah, pretty much the same difficulty factor that you'd expect from a Sonic game. So I definitely agree with you there. No more arrows. No more... Well, in Generations you can turn them off, right? The signposts? If I'm not mistaken.
You can turn them off.
So we need that option here to turn stuff off. I like it being... My thing is this. Even if I hate something, if it's an option, you'll never hear me complain about it. Period. So that's how it goes. That's how, to me, each fan should be. Because there's a lot of... What is going on with the camera?
That's how I was thinking.
Okay. As I was saying, Sega needs to give more choices. If you're gonna listen to the fans, then keep in mind that not all the fans feel that way. So make these things optional. Literally make an option where Sonic has green eyes and you can turn it off and he has black eyes. Literally do that. That'll please every single fan out there. Period.
Oh, that's just really going too far.
No, I'm serious though. If the fans strongly feel that way, and if they're retarded enough to actually complain about this,
that's just like. But that was the thing though. That was extreme nitpicking. I can accept like when people complain about controls and stuff, but the character design is still Sonic. You can still know it's Sonic.
But Sega's playing this game where they're trying to tailor to these complaining fans. If they're going to do that, then they need to tailor to the fans that are not complaining also, by making things like that optional. And I'm just using that as an example. I don't... Trust me, the green eyes issue, you guys need to get smacked. I'm serious. Who cares about his eye color? Oh my gosh.
Well, what I'm going to say is that crazy one YouTuber that was complaining about... I'm not going to say his name, but he does know who he is, that was complaining about Sonic's one sprite color never been included in any of the games, and he actually even bashed Sonic 3 Knuckles just because that it was a different looking Sonic and then the new characters.
Oh, so he just needs to play Sonic 1 and
then he only likes Sonic 1 really.
Then he should play it and keep playing it. Exactly.
He does keep playing it. He's a crazy guy.
That's all he needs to do then. He doesn't need to complain. He doesn't need to buy any other games. Just play Sonic 1, dude. That's all I can tell you.
Well, you know how the system goes with people.
We were talking during that cutscene.
Were we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can move the...
Yeah, what about that one, though?
It was a cool cutscene, by the way.
It was. I'm sorry.
And also, this is the thing I wanted to know as well, is can you control the plane as well, instead of controlling Sonic?
I found out the hard way that I can control, even on 2-player mode, when I was playing as Sonic, I actually made us die because I was controlling the plane. It made no sense. All of a sudden, I was controlling the plane.
So when you was controlling the plane, Sonic just dropped off?
Yeah, he was... They let me stop. He was hanging on, so I couldn't control him. Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden, me and Jim both had control of the plane, and I killed us.
Oh, yeah. Yes, because it's quite interesting that he actually...
Uh-oh, whoa, we're getting some static. Wait, no, wait, static. Okay, you're good. Now you're quiet. Now you sound really far away.
Now?
That's better.
I don't know why that's that.
I have no idea. Yeah, this Let's Play is unorthodox, but our fans should love us by now, forgive us for any technical difficulties, right guys? No, they hate us. But anyway, you were saying?
Yeah, I was also saying that there's much more new skill sets of using the tornado, because he actually does that spinning thing. Now, is that automated, or do you actually have to push a button to do that? When he just charges the tornado from one side to the next side?
You have to hit X to spin, and I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that, because this is supposed to be a classic game, and the tornado, whatever number it is, in Sonic Unleashed was able to spin like that. Yeah. So I don't recall any other tornado being able to spin, so I don't know about the spin attack in this game. It's cool, but I don't know if it's canon or not, is what I'm trying to say.
Mm-hmm. Probably you can do it, but they just never implemented it into the earlier Sonic games with the tornado. They just wanted to have a new type of gimmick for the tornado, I guess.
Yeah, they probably said, how can we take the Sky Chase from Sonic 2 and make it better? And the spin attack, it's okay, it's balanced, you know, it's not overkill, and it's not boring. So, that's not a complaint when I say I don't know how I feel about it. It's just that it's really not canon. We don't see any other tornadoes do that besides the Tornado 2 or whatever number it is in Sonic Unleashed. So, but then again, we can always say that maybe he always had that feature and he just upgraded it on that tornado. We could say that.
Mm-hmm. So, Tails is taking a break. Where did he go?
He's back.
Oh, he's back.
Yeah, he's back.
I also wanted to know, can you have the option to play just as Sonic alone in this game? Or it has to be Sonic and Tails?
It's a good question. I'm not really... I think it has to be Sonic and Tails, right?
Yeah.
It's very interesting. Because back from Sonic 3, you could play just as Sonic alone. But I think it's just more catered towards the team mechanics of things. Because you need to be forced to use Tails at certain points. Because I thought that what they could have done, if it was Sonic alone, is make Tails respawn out of nowhere, even though it is Sonic alone. But Tails wouldn't be following everywhere instead.
Yeah, that kind of... Cause that's how it was with Sonic Adventure sometimes, or not Sonic. Well, yeah, Sonic Adventure a little bit, but it doesn't count. I guess I'm trying to say... I can't remember, but there's some game, maybe Sonic related, I don't know what I'm thinking about right now, but there's a game that you have the partner, and then if they die a certain amount of times, they die forever until like you reach a checkpoint, and then they pop up again. or something. I can't remember which game it is, but there's a game out there like that, and I could see something like that happening. You know.
Well, anyways, we have made it through Act 1 of Sky Fortress Zone, and we're going to tackle through Sky Fortress 2. And the first act was merely of a sky chase remedy of Sonic 2, while this one is leading more towards Air Fortress Zone.
Air Fortress and Flying Battery? Or no? Am I way off?
I'm not sure.
Definitely more Wing Fortress.
Wing Fortress? What's Wing Fortress?
That's Sonic 2's.
Oh, okay.
You know, the scratches, like the kiddish scratches and grounders. Actually, grounders was in another section of Sonic 2.
Grounders not in 5 rounds.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, we have much more of the wind elements pushing us. We have more enemies, and a new gimmick as well, like going in the nets and stuff.
For an arcade game, this one has I don't know. For an arcade game, this one has a nice balance as far as like the level design. It feels like we're not getting too much and we're not getting shortchanged either. I think it's a really nice balance for an arcade game. It feels like it's really meaty. In fact, to me, it feels like it's a little better. Can't really explain what I'm talking about, but I guess I'm trying to say it feels like it's really well balanced. It feels like it's perfect. You know, for something that's not a main release, but they don't treat it like it's not a main release, I guess I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Well, in terms of this year for Sonic, this is like the main game that's going to pull off this year, other than for the racing game they're doing as well.
You mean this? Oh, you mean the new one?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because I don't think there's going to be any other Sonic games coming out this year.
I hope not. They need to take their time and really get Sonic fixed up, because you know he needs it. So that's all I'm going to say there. I have no complaints right now. I'm just going to say that if I have to wait 2 or 3 years for a decent Sonic game, by George, I'll wait. It'll be worth it, even if it's not on the current consoles. I will wait. That's what I have that commitment to Sega. If they make that commitment to us to make a really good quality, 100% polished, finished, doesn't need a single patch at release game. No DLC ever needed. All the replay value will be in the game on day one. That's what I want from Sonic. That's what I'm begging for from the next game.
Well, mainstream wise, yeah?
Mainstream wise. You know, until then, I'm fine with them releasing games like this, or spin-off games like Mario and Sonic, but as far as the main series and the core Sonic experience, they need to take it back to the drawing board from scratch and rebuild it from the ground up.
That's cool. And this is the new element I was talking about, is that you're running on the side there, and I wanted to know the controls for that. Is that basically Sonic automatically running and you have to go up and down, or is it you're fully controlling Sonic and you're just moving on with the momentum you picked up from the last section?
You are actually controlling Sonic. It's not automated. It's you're fully controlling, right, Jim? Because I never played that part with Sonic here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're fully controlling Sonic.
You also loses speed when you start pushing up, trying to move up.
That's pretty interesting. And as shown there, the description is Mile High Mayhem. I found that pretty funny there, because I used to watch a show called Mile High late night, and it's not those type of shows for kids, mainly for adults. You know what I mean?
Oh wow. That was funny.
Well, it's quite interesting because that show was based on about planes and stuff.
Wow.
Is Sega really doing this? Did they know about this show?
Well, maybe that show is maybe that's a saying. Maybe that means something for people in aviation. I'll talk to one of my Air Force uncles and say, hey, so how about that Mile High? And see what they say.
Oh yeah, on to Act 3 and we're still boarded on the plane, I guess. Much more of the gimmicks of using the flight ability this time, because the flight ability wasn't used much in the second act, but this time it's going to use much more to get from place to place. And once again, we actually have the gimmick of shown in Sonic & Knuckles, I guess, or Death Egg Zone, when you get pounced on through a barrel of rings.
This one is... You're talking about the little gimmick there?
Yeah.
It's kind of, to me, it's kind of like Sonic 2 mixed with, you're right, Sonic 3, and I don't really know. It's kind of like, to me, it kind of reminds me of some elements of Sonic 3D Blast also. It's new though, so I don't know. At the same time, it's really new. We've never seen. Well, yes, we have. Yes, we have.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just, I don't know. Sega, they're so unique and they're rehashing at the same time.
Yeah. Well, I can see what you're saying with Sonic 2 because of all your Ocean Zone. Like you get passed around as a big ball, like going from place to place. But it was definitely reminiscent of Death Egg Zone for Sonic & Knuckles because of you're going through the barrel rings and it makes that weird sound.
Yeah.
But yeah, the scratches are back and they seem to be in numbers in this time. Do they breed often, I guess?
Yeah, probably.
Those chickens breed a lot. Seriously.
He did that on purpose. I don't know if Eggman designed breeding, to his robots, but I would imagine so. You know, they have animals inside of them, so who knows?
As I said before, that definitely using much more of Tails' flight ability, and I want to know that with the team power up, team power up thing of Sonic and Tails just smashing around the screen, do we need to pick up like an iron box for it, or you just need a certain score?
Unfortunately, we do need to pick up an item box for that. So that makes it really out of it. Okay, they put it in key areas where there's like more than 3 enemies on the screen. So it makes it pointless as well as I can't say pointless. It makes it. It's almost like they threw it in there at the last minute to add something cool. You know what I mean? If they would have made it like Sonic Heroes, where you can use it at any time, that would be a little bit different. But it's kind of like, oh, let's put this here because we know there's a lot of enemies, and it would make sense to be here. Instead of like us having the chance to waste it on like some lonely enemy on the screen or something like that. I can't explain it, but it would have been better with Sonic Heroes. Or if they did it like Sonic Heroes. By the way, we're getting some static from you again.
Moving on to the Sky Fortress boss, and it seems like the person that we all know is controlling that big blue plane.
Metal Sonic. Yep, he has a plane now, which I dig his playing because he's getting some vehicles and whatnot and some recognition from Eggman finally. But at the same time, he can fly. So like, what the flip?
And the Supersonic here, it's going to be quite a breeze because the rockets are not going to do anything to Sonic, but it would do something to the plane, I guess.
Yeah, it slows the plane down, really. You mean the blue beam?
Yep.
It slows the plane down, but it doesn't really hurt it. It hurts Sonic, though. It hurts the heck out of Sonic, actually.
I was wondering if they would have implemented some idea of making the tornado crash from the amount of rockets or beams or lasers hit at you. So it doesn't even matter if Sonic loses his rings and dies. It matters about if you can actually make from one place to the other.
I wish it were that way, but if Sonic dies, it does just like restart it.
There's a cutscene after this.